Hey, what is up, everybody? I am here with Hunter. Hunter just came off of a $8,700 profit month in his electronics reselling business this past month, October, right, Hunter? It was, October.
Yep. Yep. Last month.
I wanted to kind of,
Yeah.
bring Hunter on for an interview, kind of break things down a little bit on how he did that. And, he'll probably share some nuggets with you guys here on how you can do the same thing. So, Hunter, how does it feel to have your best month ever flipping electronics, dude?
Feels really, really good because I got a lot of cash now from making that much money. So just feels really good. Yep.
How old are you, Hunter?
I am 22, almost 23.
And a
So,
20-year-old making $8,700 in 1 month.
hmm
And in college at the same time.
Yep. Still in college.
What are you going to college for, Hunter? I'm going to shut my door real quick.
I'm going to college for electrical engineering. So I'm in my master's program right now. So I'm doing this all on the side. I'm doing this all on the side as I'm doing my master's program for electrical engineering.
$8,700 in profit on the side. That's pretty freaking good. So I'd love for you to kind of break down, where were you at? Because you're in Rescale, you went through the accelerator, you went through mine and Dave's program. So you've been around. You've been doing this for about a year. Is that right?
So started last year. Yeah.
Pretty good for 1 year in. So can you kind of break it down a little bit for people who might be a little bit newer to this? Like what's the biggest thing you've learned within the past 6 months?
Right. I would say the biggest thing I've learned in the past 6 months is just probably the marketing side of everything. So getting new leads and then using those leads the best way possible to make the most amount of money per lead, I would say.
Yeah. And
then rinse, recycle, repeat.
Perfect. And a big part of your business was repeats, right?
Yeah. About half of my business is repeats.
So this is pretty impressive because most resellers don't focus on repeat business. We do. That's a huge part. And Hunter, how often do I talk about this?
Like all the time, basically.
It's like we should always be focusing on our repeats. Customers that come back to us over and over and over again. On average, how many repeat customers do you think you have?
We got like 300, I would say, total.
300
Not
repeats?
that I don't meet them, but 15 repeats I meet a month probably.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. And so out of 8,700, about 4,000 of that was probably from repeats, huh? If not a little bit more. So, because I know it was over 50% when we looked at your KPI sheet. So, pretty freaking good month, man. I think you're already at 4,000 or so for this month in profit net, which is insanely impressive. So, for all the people getting started out there, Hunter, I know in the beginning with you specifically, you were very adverse to spending money on coaching.
I was.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Okay. So like about right when I started the program, a whole year before that, I heard about you guys. I saw you guys. But I wasn't ready to spend like thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars, really. So I really didn't want to spend any money at all. But then I wanted to really make money. So once I like really wanted to start making money, I just said I'm gonna spend money to make money. So then I just spent a bunch of money, and then I was like all in, ready to learn everything I needed to learn, basically. But a whole year, I didn't want to spend any money, so that's why I didn't join the program really. Which I was just in a different mind state, probably.
Oh yeah, we all go through it, especially at the beginning, man. I mean, to drop a couple $1,000s to get help is no easy task, right? But now, you've invested in a crap ton of programs now.
Yeah.
I think your whole approach on
Yeah.
coaching has changed.
Yeah, I'm like a program junkie almost.
Well, once you see the first return on investment, like it's like, holy crap, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the cost of this program alone, you've made thousands, off of the investment, right? So,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things, man. Like we all go through that stage, right? Where we never want to spend any money. We can learn it all on YouTube, right? That kind of thing. And then we realize that we actually do need the help, right? Me included.
Right.
That's how I am. But yeah, man. So $8,700 month was a fantastic month for you. I know you're taking it a little bit easy this month because you really. One thing I do want to point out actually here though is the the amount of diversification you do.
Yeah.
So can you tell the people like all of what you buy now?
Yeah. So I like to buy a lot of iPhones, and I do like I'm pretty competitive on the iPhones, even though I lowball a little bit on those. But all the other items, the pawn shops don't really buy, like laptops. Actually, there's laptop buyers, but besides the laptops, there's MacBooks and there's Apple Watches and there's iPads and there's also cameras and diabetic test strips and power tools. A lot of people don't buy those things specifically, so I can get those at really good prices because other people don't buy them, and then if they don't sell them to me, they're gonna have like a really hard time selling it, either Facebook Marketplace or anywhere else, basically.
Yeah, I know. Here recently, you've been doing a lot of power tools.
Yeah, like I got these tools right here.
I can't see what your screen's blurry. You might need to. Yeah, you might need to adjust your filter.
Oh yeah, it's the background filter. My bad. But I do a lot of power tools.
Yeah, power tools are major money for all of you guys watching. By the way, like tools in general are really good items to resell. Those, I mean, I've resold boxes of nails, right? Like, there's many different things you can buy and resell that have massive profit potential, right? So. Well, Hunter, is there anything you'd like to add, to all of the newbies that are in your position now where you were 1 year ago?
If I had to say anything, that this is a really good program and you're gonna make your money back and like way more. That's because I didn't know if I was gonna make my money back by buying the program when I first bought it, but I can, I've clearly made my money back, so it's like the only thing.
Time's over at this point, huh?
Yep.
And I do want to point out, Hunter is also like Kayla. I interviewed her earlier today. Hunter is also in Rescale, which is my highest tiered program. But to qualify for Rescale, you got to go through the accelerator mastermind first. So, but congratulations, Hunter. $8,700 month is something to be insanely proud of, especially being in college, bro. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Everybody, congratulations to him. If you're looking for this type of help, where you get direct access to me and all of my other high-end students, fill out the application that'll be below this or in the post or yeah. So it's somewhere around here. So thanks for coming on, Hunter. Thanks for sharing your stuff and keep crushing
really good.
Keep crushing it.
Okay. Sounds